Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here. Well, there is no escape. Right now, the leftist woke cancel culture ideology is infecting every aspect of our lives, and they are literally calling any and everything that they want racist. You know, like math, language arts, history, science, owning pets, our libraries, our museums, all of it. Literally, according to the co-founder of Black Lives Matter, Alicia Garza, she says that everything under the sun is racist. Take a listen to what she has to say in this clip.
Here's the thing about uprooting systemic racism. One, it's everywhere. It's almost like the air we breathe. And so that is why we have to actually know what we're looking for in order to not just diagnose the problem, but to address it. Racism is fundamentally about rules that have been rigged to consolidate power on one side and to lessen it on another side.
Okay, so racism is the very air that we breathe. In other words, let me make this very clear because I think this is a very important part here, is she's saying that racism is everywhere. We better stop breathing if, according to her. But she is literally opening Pandora's box, right? By saying it's in every aspect of society. In other words, her Marxist theology, right, from BLM, who they've actually admitted they were trained Marxism, seeks to transform every aspect. And if you go against what they say, then you are a racist. You see how that works? I don't know of any pro-racist group that exists on planet Earth. There is no pro-racist group. It doesn't exist. There's nobody that's sitting there saying, we're for racism. It's not there. So how do you fight it or stand against it? Speaking of, how do you stand against something like that when you're saying we're against racism? You see, everybody, for the most part, is against racism. But what I'm also against is Marxist communist theology being pushed in every aspect of our lives. And here's what I'm talking about. Let's go first to what Joe Biden had to say about the United States of America. And here's it on Ingram, foxnews.com. Biden believes that America is systematically racist. That means he believes any and everything, we're all racist. And if that's coming from the president, imagine what kind of rules and regulations can get passed. But that's not all. Let's focus on what the leftists and Democrats are saying is racist. Let's go first to this article here. And that's on foxnews.com. According to our leftist culture, math is racist. Oregon promotes teacher program that seeks to undo racism in mathematics. No joke. A toolkit includes a list of ways white supremacy culture allegedly infiltrates math classrooms. So, right, arithmetic, geometry, math, algebra, all racist, folks. It's got white supremacy written all over it. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of being called like Nazi and white supremacist. I mean, go to hell, right? If you understand what I'm talking about, but I'm so tired of it. And they're pushing nothing but a divide in this country. And it's really not only about division. It's to get us off of politics, so we're not paying attention to what's going on at the Congress and all of that. But B, it's to radically transform everything. You see, because if math is racist, now we can implement any math policies that we want that are not racist. In other words, they can completely make it to more communist style stuff. Right? And we can't fight it because it's racist. Well, let me tell you something. We have to continue to speak out against this. We have to say, math isn't racist. Nothing about math is white supremacy culture. And I do not apologize for saying that. We have to stop apologizing for stuff. That's the other thing. Because when you have an apology for something, you're admitting in some way, shape, or form you're wrong. And that's the problem with cancel culture. Everything in cancel culture ideology is wrong. But what else is racist according to them? Well, how about science, right? Here we are on Harvard Medical School, anti-racist. Really? I mean, really. Research suggests reparations for slavery could have somehow reduced COVID infections and deaths in the U.S. I mean, are they for real? So if we give reparations for we give reparations, right? If we do that, then that helps save lives for COVID-19, because science, epidemiology is racist. That's why. I mean, they're for real here. If math is racist, I guess science is too. But moving on a little bit, how about Hollywood? Of course, we hear this on a daily basis because there is an agenda. Here we have FoxNews.com. Bachelor star Demi Burnett apologizes over resurfaced photo of her wearing a Confederate flag jacket. Look, that meant stuff in the United States of America a long time ago, but today they've twisted it and made it some kind of racist slant along with everything. And once they took the Confederate flag away, then they went after everything else. We allowed one, we allow it all. And now they're going after Abraham Lincoln statues, Columbus statues, Washington monuments, and the whole 9 yards, because the very basis of communism is to destroy history. And history's another big one. Then we have here, Breitbart report. Of course, Hasbro, after being canceled, Gina Carano, after being canceled by Disney, now Hasbro has stopped making her figures for Star Wars action figures, because somehow that's racist. But that's not all. How about owning a dog? Yeah, if you're white, owning a dog. Here we go. And this is on UnitedWildlifeUnion.com. Why white people owning a dog is racist. I mean, what? Yeah, no joke. If you actually read this article, it will tick you off. But here it says, this is what they say. Shortly after Eurasia, people worked so hard to train and bond with wolves. Most of them were shipped off and given to Europeans. These filthy white savages took the work and credit from the Eurasian people and branded these magnificent creatures as their own. The need for white people to claim pre-made or pre-discovered things is not isolated to just this incident. Countless times in history, whites have been caught stealing the work of talented people of color for their own success. Wow. These filthy white savages. I guess that applies to all of us. So somehow now owning a dog is racist. Let me. Yeah, I guess I'm racist because I'm gonna bring up my little baby. Come here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I must be racist. Oh, you know what? It's a double whammy for me because my dog's part white. Look, you're white. Now we in big trouble. We racist. Yes, we are. Say hi. Say hi, Dito. This is my Dito. Are we racist? Mm-hmm. Let's go to the next article because I think we need to see this next one. You got to see this one, Dito. This next one here. Breitbart. PETA. Using animal names as verbal insults is supremacist language. Did you know that? I'm so sorry, Diesel. I know you were so offended when I called somebody a dog. Instead of saying chicken, use coward. You're a chicken. You're a chicken. You dirty rat. You snake. I think he's offended. Oh boy. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I kind of went on a tangent there, but it is what it is. Using animals as insults is a horrible thing and it's racist. You can't offend a chicken. You don't want to offend a chicken, a rat, a snake, or a pig, or a sloth, because they have emotional feelings about it. So if you call somebody a chicken, the chicken's going to get offended, or the rat, or the dog. If I call somebody a dirty dog, I guess my dog just got it. Are you offended? He loves me. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm trying to say is when they say that everything under the sun is racist, it's because there is an agenda. Everything is not racist. It's just not. So there is absolutely an agenda underway to transform the United States of America. And look, this is why I tell you guys, get on restrictedrepublic.com. I've got so much more information that I share on Restricted Republic. And as you can see, here's just a quick view of some of the things that we've been talking about over the past couple of months, right? And there's tons of videos there. I include not only YouTube videos without commercials, but also brand new exclusive content to Restricted Republic. And we do live streams there. But I have to tell you, if you want the truth of what's going on, because we're limited here on YouTube, then get on over to restrictedrepublic.com today. Use the code TRUMP to get it for $5 a month for an entire year. All right, so let's move on a little bit. Outside of Hollywood, science, math, and owning dogs, what else is racist? Well, how about legislation? Yeah, legislation is racist. Here we are on WABI5.tv. Maine Democratic lawmakers propose a bill to confront racism in legislation. Now bills are racist. Bills are racist. Do you see the agenda? I know you see the agenda, but it's not just bills. How about DAs? LA County DA, he resigns from his state DA group because of the board is white. Wait, what? You know, the bottom line here is there are more white people in the United States of America than any other color. That could change in the future. But this is above and beyond. What else is racist? On top of that, well, how about classical music? Yeah, music, if you like classical music. WND.com, woke facility members condemn Shakespeare as white supremacist. It's misogynistic, racist, homophobic, classism, anti-Semitic, and all of it under the sun. Can't listen to Shakespeare. Who else can't you listen to? Well, Beethoven, right? You know, because these are historical people. They're after history. Here we have JonathanTurley.org. Professors call out beer. Oh, guess no more beer. And Beethoven as the latest example of racist bias. But that's not all. How about our history? Again, and I've said history is a big one. I don't even have to convince you guys of that one. But here we have, this is the new American.com, universities to conduct anti-racist audits of their library system. You know, get rid of any books that they think could be hateful, harmful, racist. How about museums? Breitbart.com, Scotland's oldest museum hires curator of discomfort. And this is a worldwide issue, not just the United States of America, right? Which is why I showed this one. To confront white supremacy. Here in the United States of America, we just have radical BLM and Antifa tearing it all down. We have names of buildings being renamed. It's erasing anything that stood for Constitution, Bill of Rights, freedom, or had God in it, right? But that's not all. And this is probably the most powerful one that I'm about to show you. How about a chart that illustrates your target level of non-compliance? You know, how white are you? Parents, if you're white parents are now racist. Take a look at this article. And this is very, very huge. New York City Public School asked parents to reflect on their whiteness and passed out a ranking list titled The 8 White Identities. No joke. A public school principal is asking parents to reflect on their whiteness, passing out literature that extols white traitors who dismantle institution, education officers confirmed to the Post on Tuesday. The woke, right, coming from this particular thing, ranges from white supremacist to white abolitionalist. Let me show you what it actually showed. And you may have seen this, but if not, you have to know this is major. If that was my daughter's school, I would be livid, right? Here we have white supremacy on the left and white abolition on the right. And then you see the little white line of where the white people are supposed to be. This is racist. When you call out one people for how white or not white that they are, in my opinion, this is above and beyond. I'm offended by that. Like, right? White privilege is over here. White benefit. White. I didn't have no white privilege going up. You guys already know that. I won't get back into it. I was poor as could be. Right? Single wide trailer, the whole 9 yards. Don't tell me about white privilege when I got denied scholarships and everything under the sun. Right? But there we have it. All the way to white abolitionists. And what is the meaning? They want us to be a white abolitionist, according to the school, right? All the way down at the bottom, number 8, changing institutions, dismantling whiteness, and not allowing whiteness to reassert itself. You want me to dismantle my whiteness? Or white traitor? Right? Actively refuse complacency, names what's going on. Intention is to subvert white authority and tell the truth at whatever cost and need them to dismantle institutions. Wow. So they want you. I don't even have words. This is above and beyond. But do you see how now even in our schools, if this is taught to our children, imagine how many things can be radically transformed into more of this Marxist communist style theology. If we raise a generation based off of anti-whiteness, you know, where white abolitionist is what they seek. You know, I'm against white supremacy. I don't know a single person who is a Ku Klux Klan member or anybody who says, I'm just, you know, I hate all people of color. I don't know. It doesn't exist anywhere near the level that they're trying to say that it is. And I'm against racism of every kind, right? No matter what color promotes what color or whatever. And it's sad that we even have to make that statement because most people, 99%, I would suggest, are not racist, right? I'm sure you've got people on the fringes of society that are, but there's not this big, massive problem. That's why I think it's very important, right, to understand the agenda. They want to rewrite our history, and anything that goes against their racist claim is not acceptable. So we have to start saying, or we have to start doing things like, if you get attacked by the cancel culture because you, I don't know, did what Gina Carano did and sent out something to go against groupthink, then you have to stand up and say, no, I do not apologize for that. There was nothing wrong with that statement. And that's what we have to do. And we have to start boycotting agencies like Disney, right? Who are sitting there canceling people and kowtowing to this cancel culture, or we're going to lose the United States of America. Anyhow, I love all of you. Please don't forget to check out my partner at preparewithlisa.com. You guys truly should have food storage on hand. And I know my parents who are in Texas without power, or one of the ones without power, thankfully had some of this food storage and didn't have to wait in the massive long line. So you want to make sure that you have something on hand for a rainy day or whatever, fill in the blank. Or if the crap continues to hit the fan the way that it is now, you always want something on hand. So check it out at preparewithlisa.com and get $70 off that 4-week food supply, or $30 off that 2-week food supply. Anyhow, I want to say thank you. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.